Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised I didn't have to put, well, I got to the calendar. It says recording in progress.
Maybe she's. You don't see anybody else on? Or
Mm-mm.
you want to turn off the camera? Let's see.
Oops.
You're looking for the speaker.
No, I was just gonna try to stand it up more so she could see me.
You want to turn it?
I think it's okay.
Forward.
Oh, even up there would be good. Oh,
You want it like
yeah,
that?
that was even like, here,
Hold
hold on.
Here.
I guess that's the way. Okay. Let's see.
Where do you want this way?
Sure, that's good.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think that's better. The camera's up.
Perfect. Hopefully she comes on.
Maybe I'll want to get the furlongs you want. I'll just wait for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get this. I'll make a smoothie. You know how to turn this off? Huh?
Yes.
You want the lights lower?
Yeah,
Oh, here, you don't need this one.
perfect. And you could dim them. Oh, she must be coming. Oh, great. Oh, maybe I can make it a little louder.
Here, on the side.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was lower.
And Bill.
The volume cannot be lowered. Okay.
She's controlling.
Yeah. It works. Okay, you could turn that off. Thanks, hon. You're the best.
Down there and get some guitars.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
should be good.
Okay. I'm sure he'll be coming down.
Hello. Oh, let me put my video on. There we go. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. Good, good. You figured it out.
Yes, I'm so excited. And I got my mascot here.
I see that. Look cute. Hello, puppers. Oh my God, he's so cute. Hello.
Thank
How old
you.
is he?
He's 10. He's a Norwich Terrier.
He's adorable.
Thank
Hi,
you.
buddy. Aw. Oh, look. He's adorable. Aw. You gonna do yoga with us? What's his name?
You gonna get out of the way like I keep telling?
Oh, hello. We got a little puppy doing yoga with us today.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if anybody else comes on.
Great. Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you. All right.
All right, you got to get out of the way.
You go. Michelle, I'm gonna go ahead and mute. So
Great. Yes, I'll do it on my side too, so you don't hear.
oh, it should take effect by what I just did, so you should be fine. So my husband and I saw the new movie, The Fall Guy, last night with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. It was really good. Yeah, yeah, it was good. Yeah, yeah. So, did anybody ever watch that series with Lee Majors? Remember the Lee Majors show, The Fall Guy? Right, that's what this is based on. This is, yeah. So yeah, and he does a little cameo at the end. It's so cool. He's 85. He's definitely had a little help. But he looked better than his co-star, because the co-star was in it too, Heather Thomas.
Oh.
And he looked better than her. It was fun. Great stunts, you know, and it's sort of, they're paying homage to all the stunt people out there. It's definitely entertaining. I would highly recommend seeing it. It's just it's like a feel good.
What's that?
The Fall Guy, the new
Okay.
movie with Ryan Gosling, and then if you haven't seen the Saturday Night Live episode that he and Emily do, try and see if you can find it recorded. It's a good one. Great. How we doing?
Good.
Yeah. Everybody have a good weekend? Good, good. I had a beach day on Saturday.
Did you?
We did.
It was beautiful.
It was, and the water when we got there was Caribbean, flat, calm, glass, super clear. It was gorgeous. And then all of a sudden, like in an instant, it got choppy. It was weird. It was like I was looking at it, turned away, and when I looked back, I'm like, okay. I mean, the Gulf changes so quickly.
We were in the water yesterday in Margot, it was Caribbean.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so nice when it's clear and calm. Oh, good. Hi, Adrian. All right. Now that we have two of you, I'm going to spotlight my video.
Never on this side.
All right.
Oh.
Well, it's so wonderful to see so many of you still coming and haven't left yet or still here.
Did you see Rock Republic was playing at La Mesa?
All right, find a comfortable seat and support your seat with a block to lift your seat up. Let's all start. Let's do hero's pose this morning. So grab one or two blocks, and at home, if you've got blocks or if you've got something to mimic a block, you know, you place it in between your ankles, inside ankles like this, and see if one will do it. If there's discomfort in the knees, stack a second one, come up a little higher, and your knees can be a little apart, but try and keep the tops of the feet on the mat and not let the ankles roll out, but try and draw the ankles, inside ankles toward the blocks, and have your toes pointing straight back. Let your sits bones be secure so that you really find your seat. And then lift the spine. Draw shoulders away from the ear. Inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. One more. And with this exhale, see if you can let your eyes soften or close completely. And want to read something I haven't read in a while by Rachel Brathen. The Goal of Yoga. Parentheses, no, it's not the handstand. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible is not the goal. Standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck, to unveil the layers of protection you built around your heart, to appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise it creates, to make peace with who you are. The goal is to love well you. Come to your yoga mat to feel, not to accomplish. Shift your focus and your heart will grow. Let's bring our hands together and just start to rub them. So the energy that's being created in between the palms. Maybe noticing some heat that you're generating. You can go a little faster if you want. At the point that you feel like you've created this energy in between the palms, and place one hand over your heart, the other hand over that hand. Take several rounds of breath, noticing your own heartbeat. But writing came to me this morning. We've been doing something for a long time. Instead of going into autopilot, taking moments to reflect, taking moments to think, why am I doing this? Kind of like, if you've walked around your house and all of a sudden you notice a piece of furniture or a accessory, a lamp or something, and you all of a sudden notice that you don't really like that piece. And maybe it's time for a shift. So checking in with yourself, why are you practicing yoga? What is it about this practice that you connect with? It can be a lifelong practice, adjusting as you need to, as your body is letting you know that it is changing, that it needs maybe some different things, a different focus. As a teacher, I try and regularly check in with the intention that I bring to a class. And that poem, if you will, that writing has always just resonated with me because I just love the feeling of this practice to kind of take us out of the physical body, to uncover layers about yourself, form a deeper connection with. And now sliding the hands together in Anjali Mudra, or prayer pose, gently pressing, resting the thumbs, the knuckles of the thumbs against your sternum, so that when we Om, you can feel the vibration, you can notice this vibration that you're creating in your body. Set your intention. What is the goal of your yoga practice today? Take a deeper inhale and sigh it out through the mouth. We'll Om on the next exhale. Dedicating your practice to a loved one this morning or to all beings everywhere. And then starting with a little pranayama, some breath technique this morning. Let's keep our eyes closed and just rest again, one hand over the heart, move the other hand down to your belly. And with that lower hand, spread your fingers so the pinky finger is pointing down toward the earth and your thumb is pointing up toward your navel, maybe even resting on or above the navel. This helps to connect with our vagus nerve, the longest nerve in the body, running up and down the spine. So we'll do 3-part yogic breath. Empty the breath all the way out. Inhale 1/3 of the breath into the low belly. The next 1/3 into the rib cage. The next 1/3 up to your collarbones. Exhale 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3, lowering the breath all the way into that low belly. Inhale 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. Exhale 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. Inhale 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Inhale 1/3, exhale 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. And then keep going at your own pace. Staying focused on inhaling 1/3 at a time and exhaling 1/3 at a time, noticing if your mind starts to wander. And if it does, it's okay. Just bring it right back to concentrating on creating this breath control. Really bringing your awareness to, maybe you can visualize the breath filling up the low belly, inside, under the skin, filling up the rib cage, filling up the chest area, maybe even seeing the breath create some opening in and around the heart. Again, if you wander and lose track of where you are, just empty the breath all the way out and restart. Deepening your focus, deepening your concentration. Whatever round you're on, finishing up with that last exhale into the low belly, and then let your hands rest on your thighs, and just take 3, again, focused breaths, but inhaling to 4 through the nose, exhaling through the nose to 4. And after the 3rd round of that, just allow the breath to return to its natural state. And take a minute to notice, observe. Where did your mind wander to if you focus? Were you able to come back? Focusing on the breath. How many times did it happen? Just again, observe and just noticing. Just notice how the body feels right now. If it feels like some tension's been released, like you've allowed yourself to just surrender into the sits bones a little bit. When we control the fluctuations of the mind, we have yoga. With the corners of your mouth slightly up, bringing a smile to your face. Slowly open the eyes, flicker them a few times. Look up to 12 o'clock. Look over to 3, look down to 6, look over to 9, up to 12, reverse. Take the eyes over to 9, down to 6, over to 3, and look straight ahead. Rock forward. Tap out the tops of your feet. Side out. And then we're going to do a little work on our shoulders. So go ahead and take a seat. Swing the legs around. Come onto your back. Bringing the feet on the mat. The knees facing up to the sky. Heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. And then let your thighs and knees fall together. If that's not comfortable for any part of the back, you can separate the knees. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Taking the elbows, so interlace the fingers, bring behind, sorry, not behind your back, behind your head. Oh, yeah, sorry. behind the head. So let the head cradle into those palms and allow the elbows to draw toward the earth. If you need to press into the back of the head a little bit to lift the chest, drawing the shoulder blades toward each other and down the back to help that upper back region settle. Go ahead and do that. And start to breathe in and out. We'll be here for a minute to just let those shoulders naturally release. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you want to actively make it a little bit more active, if the backs of the arms are resting on the earth, try pressing the backs of the arms into the mat. If they're not quite down to the floor, then just breathe in, practicing releasing the gripping in the shoulders. Feel the abdomen gently rise and fall. And if it's uncomfortable for you in any way, you could take cactus arms if it's a little too intense for the shoulders. 3 more breaths here. Really send the breath into the shoulders, imagining the breath letting those fibers release tension, those tendons. One more breath in and out, releasing the arms to cactus arms, goalposts. So the elbows are bent at 90 degrees and the elbows are in direct line with the shoulders, backs of the hands, if they're reaching the floor. See if you can actively press the backs of the arms into the floor. And then bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees butterfly out. And we'll be here for a minute. So breathing in and out and noticing, being your own observer of how this shoulder stretch is different than when you had the hands behind the head. And again, if they're resting on the back, on the floor comfortably, then make it more active, pressing the backs of the arms into the floor to create a deeper stretch for the shoulders. One more breath in. And out, sweep the hands down to the thighs, bring those legs together, hug the knees into the chest, rock a little bit from side to side. A little bit of a stretch for our legs here. Extend both legs up to the sky, rebend the knees. Inhale, stretch the feet up to the sky. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, take them up to the sky. Exhale, rebend. 2 more. Inhale, up to the sky. And exhale, rebend. 1 more. Inhale, up to the ceiling. And rebend. Extend your left leg out long. Arms down on the floor, palms pressing into the floor. Extending that left leg, I want you to energetically draw the right knee in deeper to the chest, as if you've got your fingers interlaced over the thigh, over the knee. So pretend those fingers are interlaced. drawing that knee in closer to your chest, but you're doing it with the muscles. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your left hand on top of that right knee. Guide it over to the left, coming into a spinal twist. Rolling onto this left side of your body. Extend your right arm. Lift it up a little bit, turning the palm to face the sky. And have it be no higher than the shoulder, but stretching out long, helping that right shoulder to drop down toward the earth. Feel that opening across the right side of your chest. Getting into our thoracic spine here, protecting the low back, so the twist is coming from the navel up. Your low back is acting more like a rudder. The pelvis is intact. One more breath in and out, and then rock back onto your back. Draw the left knee into your chest. Give yourself a little hug here, lifting the forehead up to your knees. Breathe in and exhale the head back down. Extending this right leg out onto the mat. Bring the arms down to the floor for support, pressing the palms into the floor. And again now, use the muscles to help draw that left knee in toward your chest. So imagine you've got your fingers interlaced over that knee, but instead of the hand pulling that knee towards you, you are energetically. And just feel those sensations in that left hip. One more breath in. And out. Take that right hand on top of the left knee, guide it over to the right. Coming into the spinal twist on this side. Lift that left arm a little bit, so it's shoulder height, and flip the palm up. Reaching through those left fingertips. Again, protecting the low back. The twist coming from the navel up. Feel that opening in the left side of your chest. All those muscles that get so tight from our constant rounding forward. We're opening this up here, breathing into those tendons and ligaments. Inhale back to center. Hug the right knee into your chest. Take the hands underneath your knees and we'll start to rock forward and back. Or if you prefer to roll to your right side to come up to a seat. And we're all going to meet with our feet on the mat, hugging the knees into the chest, coming into our TP twist. Wrap the left arm in front of the knees. Take the right hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Start with your chin in line with your sternum. And with each inhale and exhale, maybe start turning the head to look over that right shoulder. Soften the left shoulder down. One more breath in. And out. Wrap the right arm in front of the knees. Take the left hand behind you. And again, chin starts in line with the sternum. And with each breath in and out, turning the head. One more breath in. And out. Coming back to center, and then we'll cross at the ankles, roll forward to hands and knees. And then, so it's hard to explain, but this is a type of push-up where we're isolating the shoulders and getting into the shoulders a little bit. So we're just gonna lower the chest. Keep the elbows straight, wrist creases facing the front, and then look up here for a moment. And I'm just gonna drop, so see how my arms are staying straight, and I'm just lowering the chest and then pushing back up. It's a very subtle movement, but lowering the chest only, you should feel it in this part of the shoulders, where the clavicle next to the shoulders. So again, don't bend the elbows at all. Don't try and lower the whole front side of the body. You're just pushing the chest down. It's called a scapula push-up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more, lowering it down, staying there, and then we're going to lift the head up and down 5 times. So on your inhale, lift the crown of the head up, and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the crown of the head up, and exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale, lowering it down. One more time. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale, lower down. Push the chest back up. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Interlace your fingers and make some figure eights. Just roll those wrists around. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reverse the direction. Shake it out. We're coming back on. Come back to hands and knees. And then we're going to take those hands wide. So out to the floor on either side of your mats. And then we're going to start to lower one shoulder down at a time. So start just a little bit. Drop your right shoulder and bend your left elbow toward a 90 degrees. Take your gaze to your left elbow. Inhale, come through center. Lower the left shoulder down, bending that right elbow at a 90 degrees. Inhale through center. So just move at your own pace here and maybe starting to deepen, dropping that shoulder down toward the floor. So take it at your own pace and your own ability, your own threshold. But use your breath to pass through center and use your exhale to lower. Nice, beautiful, Satish. Breathing in and out, looking at the hand, the opposite hand of the shoulder that's dropping. Feeling the belly engaged as you inhale, drawing the navel toward the spine. Finishing up whatever side you're on. Coming to center, walk those hands back and then sit on your heels again if you can, or if that's not comfortable, come up on your knees. We'll float the arms up, shoulder height, turn the palms up, and then bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Make some big circles. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feeling the full rotation, then reverse that circle. So those tented fingers on the shoulders help the elbows to pop out to the sides and get that full rotation in the shoulders. And okay, so come down to Sukhasana if you need to sit up on a block. the strap. That's okay. We'll bring the fingertips out to the sides. Straighten up through the spine. Float your left arm up, palm faces up, take it over the head to the ear. Let gravity help draw that left ear to right shoulder. Sorry, left ear to left shoulder. Try not to let the chin drop down, but keep the ear in line with the shoulder. And then float the right fingertips, the right hand off the mat, and really feel that lengthening from earlobe out through the tips of the fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that opening, that releasing of those tight muscles. Bless you, Michelle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release that side. Float the other arm up and over, letting the right ear drop to right shoulder. So already feeling the stretch, but then when we pop that hand off the mat and really lengthen, we've got an opportunity to open even more. Just notice where it might feel crunchy. See if you can use the breath to breathe into those tight tendons. One more breath in. And out. Release. Rock forward to tabletop. Push your seat to your heels. Sweep the arms behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And then drop the crown of the head to the mat, lifting your seat up off your heels. And then see if you can lift your arms up off the back, trying to draw them up toward the sky. Try and glue the palms together. You can tuck your toes under here if you'd like. Get a little stretch for the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. So version of rabbit pose. So if the fingers are interlaced, really try and press those palms toward each other. Lengthening the arms. One more breath in. And exhale, release. Slowly come back. So tucking, if you haven't tucked your toes under, go ahead and do that. And we'll sit on our heels for a few breaths. And then draw the hands behind your back. Bring your knuckles. Fingers are interlaced again. This time bring your knuckles to your sacrum. And then really draw the elbows toward each other. So at first, they might just hang out here. You want to actively draw them together. So you feel like your shoulder blades are moving toward each other and down the back. And then see if you can sit down on your heels. Hello, toes and arches of your feet. Draw the belly in to take the arch out. So opening in the shoulders, one more breath in. And release to tabletop, tap out the tops of your feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale into cow pose. And exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. One more time, inhale into cow pose. And exhale into cat, and then coming back to neutral, hug the elbows in and drop your chin and chest to the mat, keeping those elbows hugging in tight. Slide forward like an inchworm onto the belly. Inhale, lifting the heart off the mat, cobra. And exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under, push your seat back to your heels, then lift up into downward facing dog and pedal it out. Drop one heel, bending the other knee. Alternate. Come up high on the balls of your feet, lifting your heels, and see if you can really feel that spinal extension here as your sits bones lift up toward the sky. You're pressing back so your low belly is moving towards your thighs, and then gradually let your heels drop down toward the earth, feeling that deeper stretch in the hamstrings. One more breath in. And out, look between your hands and walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, finding a flat back. So as you come into this flat back, you might notice how your shoulders draw up toward your ears. So draw them back. Feel like you're a turtle, like the head is extending out from the shell. So you really feel like you're creating length in the spine. Feel the lengthening from the tailbone out through the crown of the head. Draw the belly in and then flip the arms out to the sides. Soften the knees, then lift the chest, come upright. Straighten the legs, flip the arms overhead, palms touch. Draw down your intention to your heart space. Breathe in. Big inhale to sweep the arms, circling them around and overhead. Big exhale to dive forward into our forward fold. And grab your blocks. Place them at the top of your mat, middle height on either side of your feet. Lift up to that flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands on the blocks, and then step your right leg back to low lunge. So that left foot, you might need to shimmy it up forward a little bit. Finding a 90-degree angle in this left knee, drop your right knee down, uncurl your toes, and press into this bottom of the left foot. Sweep your arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Breathe out, soften shoulders. On our next exhale, we bring hands to heart center. Let's add a twist to the left. Lean the body forward. Hook that right elbow with the left knee. Option to tuck your right toes under and lift that right knee off the mat. Just an option. Maybe for one breath, and then you drop back down. If it's lifted, focus on lengthening it and balancing on the ball of the foot. Press the palms into one another to help open the left chest. One more breath in. If you lifted that knee, go ahead and lower it. Bring hands to heart center. Let's take them up by the ears one more time, and then lower them down to the blocks. Tuck the right toes under, lift that leg, step the left leg back for high plank. And take a couple breaths here, really feeling the engagement in the core. Where can you soften here? Finding the balance between effort and ease. One more breath in. And out. Next inhale, draw the right knee toward your chest and step that foot in between the blocks, lowering the left knee down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, the arms lifting you up into Anjaneyasana. Find balance by pressing into the sole of the right foot, the top of the left. Hands to heart center, twist open to the right. Lean the body forward, hooking the elbow with the knee. Option to tuck the left toes under, lifting that left knee, coming into a twisted low lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. If the knee's not lifted, just focus on drawing hips to midline for stability. Everybody press the palms into one another to help open the right side of the chest. If the knee's lifted, go ahead and drop it. We all meet with hands at heart center. Float the arms up by the ears, then sweep them down to the blocks. Tuck the left toes under, step back to plank. Breathe in, 3 breaths here. Noticing if the hips are sagging toward the earth, lift them up a little bit. Hollow out into the chest. Feeling your own strength. And then let's drop the knees down, move the blocks to the side. Lower knees, chest, chin. So hug those elbows in, lower chest and chin. Inch your way forward onto the belly. Inhale into cobra. Taking this back bend. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under, push your seat back to your heels. Then straighten the legs, finding downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lifting the right leg, 3-legged dog. Draw that right knee into your chest. Try and hover here. Use your core. Step that right foot down behind your hands. Spiral left heel down. Inhale, floating yourself up to warrior 1. Adjust as you need to. We've got 3 breaths here. Lengthen that left leg, really straighten it. Right knee, check in with it, tracking with the second toe. Hips facing forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through your low back. 1 more breath in, and then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your right leg back. Option to go right into downward dog or drop knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sliding forward onto the belly. And inhaling into cobra. Exhale, lower down, tucking the toes under. And we all meet in downward facing dog. So just doing a little vinyasa in between sides. Inhale, left leg up to 3-legged dog. And then hug that left knee into the chest. Use your core. Drop that left foot down. Spiral right heel down. Next inhale sweeps you up into warrior 1. Other side. 3 breaths to make all those little micro adjustments, or to just steady your gaze. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more breath in. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Step that left foot back, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide onto the belly. Inhaling into cobra. And exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under. Push your seat back to your heels. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. So we're going to add on. Inhale, right leg up. Hug it into the chest. Drop that right foot down, spiral left heel down. Inhale, lifting up to warrior 1. Adjust. Fix your gaze. Soften shoulders. One more inhale. And then exhale, open the hips to the TV, to the side. Slide that left foot back just a little bit so it's more in line with your right heel. Helps to open the hips up. Check your back arm, look back behind you. Make sure that left arm's coming straight out from the shoulder, and then turn your head to gaze out over the right fingertips. And check in with your right knee. Make sure it's not bowing in. We want it to energetically move toward the pinky. And then inhale, straighten that right leg, drop the left hand down, flip your right palm and lift that right arm up, finding length here. The whole right side of the body. Exalted warrior or reverse triangle. Soften that right shoulder. And then exhale back into warrior two. And we'll take extended side angle. So take the back of the right arm, right elbow, and then take that left arm by the ear. Really try and lengthen through that left arm. So no bent elbow, but reaching the fingertips here toward the mirrors. If you feel like that left side of your chest is caving forward, open it up and press the back of that right arm into the leg to help you create more lift. Inhale back up to warrior two. Spiral the hands down, pivoting that back foot and step back. Optional vinyasa, or just go right into downward dog, or if you need to take a child's pose, you can. So knees, chest, chin, inhale, slide forward onto your belly. Inhaling up into cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes under. Push your seat to your heels. We all meet in downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Hug the knee into the chest and step that left foot down. Spiral right heel down. Inhale, pressing into the feet to help create stability as you rise. Warrior one, beautiful. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Hips are open to the front. One more inhale, and then on the exhale, we transition into warrior two. So opening up, shifting that back foot, bring it more in line with the left heel. Look behind you, make sure that right arm is coming out from the shoulder, and then turn your gaze to look out over left fingertips. Maybe sink down a little lower. Pressing into the feet. One more breath in and then out, and then straighten that left leg. Drop the right hand down, flip that left palm and reach it up. Those fingertips reaching up to whatever you see up there. The connection with the unknown. Breathe in. And then exhale back to warrior two, dropping into extended side angle. Right arm comes by the ear. And again, mindful of if the right side of the chest is dropping toward the floor, draw it open. Maybe deepen the bend in that left knee a little bit. Pressing into the feet equally. Try to straighten that right arm as best you can, reaching through the fingertips. One more breath in. And out. Come back to warrior two, and then spiral the hands down, pivot that back foot, step the left leg back, and then come right into downward facing dog. And breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then on your next exhale, drop down to your knees. And take your knees as wide as your mat. Bring your toes to touch. And drop into a wide-legged child's pose. If you need to support your head, if dropping it to the floor is too low, slide a block under. Recalling your intention here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, start to walk the hands back towards you, rounding up, rock onto your left hip and swing the legs around in front of you. Move the flesh away from your sits bones to sit up nice and tall, and draw the right knee into your chest. Let it drop out to the side and bring the sole of the foot toward the inside of that left leg. And then flex your left foot so your knee and your toes are facing up to the sky. Inhale the arms up by the ears and then draw the belly in. So when we lift our arms, do you notice how an arch in your back forms? Draw the belly in. Drive down through your sits bones and then lead with the heart to hinge forward over this left leg. The hands might come down to the floor. If they don't reach, bring blocks on either side of that left leg. Really try and maintain length and the hinging forward. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the left foot flexed. One more breath in. And out. Next inhale brings you up. And then if you use the blocks, just move them to the side. We're going to circle the left arm around, bring the right hand behind you, lift up onto that right knee, and bring that arm by the ear, just like we did an extended side angle, lifting your left hip up to the sky, really feeling that opening. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale, sitting back down. And then coming into our twist. So bring that right knee up, foot on the mat, and then step it over that leg. Take your right hand behind. Inhale the arm up by the ear and twist to the right. 5 breaths here. Try and press into the toe ball mound of your right foot. Keeping the left foot active. One more inhale and exhale. And then come back through center, release that leg, shake it up. Windshield wiper the feet side to side. So all that on the other side. Move the flesh away from your sits bones, sit up nice and tall. Hug that left knee into your chest, let it drop out to the side. Sole of the foot coming to the inside. Keep your knee and your toes facing the ceiling. We lift our arms up to take that arch out of the back. Draw the belly in, like your ribs are wrapping around your belly. And then start to hinge forward. Use blocks as you need to. You can even use a block on the leg under the forehead like that. You could also use a block under the knee if it's not going all the way down to the floor and you need support there. One more breath in and out. Inhale to lift up, and then we'll sweep up onto that left knee. The right arm circles up in line with the ear, opening up here. Feeling that right hip lift up toward the sky. Next exhale, sitting back down. Bring that left foot to the mat, step it over the right leg. Taking left hand behind, reach that arm up by the ear, twisting to the left. Keeping right foot flexed. And press into the toe ball mound of that left foot. Two more full breaths. Really feel the lengthening up of your spine on the inhale. Twisting from the navel up on your exhale. One more. Maybe adding the head, turning it a little bit more. Coming back through center, release that leg, shake them out. Windshield wiper the feet from side to side. And then to lower, one last little engagement for the belly. So flex those feet, toes, big toes pushing away from you, little toes drawing toward you. Float the arms up shoulder height, draw the belly in. Inhale to find length. Exhale, lean back just a little bit. Take an inhale on your exhale, lean back a little bit more. And now we're going to draw the belly in, start to round the back, and then lower one vertebrae at a time with control, so that when you get down to this low boat, eyes looking at your toes, stay here, inhale and exhale. Shaking is good. One more breath in. Let it go. Coming into our rest pose. Separate the legs, comfortable distance apart. Take up space here on your mat. Let the arms move away from the body a little bit. Lengthen through your heels, one leg at a time. So you feel that lengthening out through your hip sockets. Lift your hips up just a little bit and lengthen the low back down. Just kind of scoop it under. And then lift your chest a little bit so that you can feel like you're drawing the shoulder blades toward each other. And down the back. To move us into our final rest. Inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale by pursing your lips and exhaling the breath slowly through an imaginary straw. Slowly and gently and lengthening each exhale. So do that about 5 times. Until you feel it help to let go. Maybe even add the mantra with each inhale, let. Exhale, go. Releasing that type of breathing anytime, whenever you're ready. Scanning the body, any parts that need some attention, some loving kindness. Bring your awareness to those parts of the body. And imagine if there was someone who was coming to you for help. Speak to yourself as you would to that friend or loved one who needs caring and loving attention. Speak to yourself as you would speak to them. Create space where you were once stuck. Unveil any layers of protection you've built around your heart. Send loving kindness, appreciation toward your body. And acknowledge any noise that might be in the mind. And make peace with who you are. Start to deepen your breath now. Start making small movements like wiggling your fingers and your toes, circling wrists and ankles. Maybe float the arms overhead, taking a long stretch. Feel that natural arch in the back, and then draw your knees in toward your chest, rolling to your right side. Extend that right arm toward the exit wall so that you can use it as a pillow. And take a couple of deeper breaths here on this right side. Allow the energy from the heart to move throughout the body. Recall your intention that you set. Thank yourself for being here. Thank your beautiful yoga community here for the energy that you receive and that you give. Slowly lean your chest toward the floor, pressing into your left hand to then press into your right arm, right hand, pressing yourself up and then circle yourself forward. Finding an easy seat, keeping the eyes soft or closed. Rooting down through your sits bones, lengthening up through your spine. Bring your hands together in front of your heart And allow your head to softly bow toward your heart. Thank yourself for being here. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Sealing the practice with the sound of Om. Take an inhale and exhale it fully out. Wishing you all a beautiful day. Namaste. All right, Michelle, Adrian, thank you so much. I guess no Zumba.
No, it's
Like I
quiet
can
out there.
hear them gather. So tomorrow I found out that they're doing academic awards for my son, and I guess he's getting something because we got invited. So Jen is gonna sub tomorrow's class, and tomorrow is the first 9:30 to 10:15 Vinyasa flow class. So I have no idea what she'll do, but I think she's pretty good at Vinyasa. So yeah, so she, so thankfully she was able to cover me. So it's just the one. Yeah, the back to back with yoga and meditation will start in November. So for now, the rest of the summer, Tuesday's class will be 9:30 to 10:15 a Vinyasa flow. Yeah, a nice little like wake up. Michelle, so glad you joined us.
I am too. Thank you so much.
How did it go? Were you able to hear okay and follow along?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
I had a little trouble hearing you and I couldn't get my volume to go any louder.
Okay, let me see.
I'm wondering if I should do ear pods when I'm doing it. Maybe I'll be able to hear you better.
Well, let me see. Mute, stop video. I'm just trying to find my functions here. Where do I find?
The volume, I'm not sure.
I mean, let me just turn this up. No,
Sure.
is that
Thank
better?
you. Let
Does
me
that
say
sound any
something.
better, or-
Yeah, that does sound a little bit better.
I just put my volume up.
Because I put mine all the way to the top. I mean, I could hear you, but I had to strain myself just a little bit.
Trying to find where, oh wait, here's Nancy's test speaker and
Okay, now I don't hear you. I think you might have muted it.
okay, input level,
Okay, now I hear you.
microphone. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, do you hear a replay? Yes, and test. All right, so it says it's working properly. I'm just wondering if I can adjust the input level. How'd that feel, Rose? Rose, how's the back? Is it? Yeah, I'm also trying to do this at the same time.
That's okay. I'll let you go.
So I would try Epsom salt though. And then I would try heat maybe. And see if that helps. Uh-huh. Yeah, Michelle, I can't find, oh wait, back here. Switch audio settings. All right, hold on. Test mic. Oh, here we go. Input volume. Better? Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know why.
Don't worry.
Yeah. It says automatically adjust microphone volume, but then I was able to manually do it, so that should be better. Yeah.
That was awesome. Okay, well, I'll see you next week then. Or wait, are you just today, tomorrow you're gone? Do you think she'll do a Zoom? No.
Yeah, I think I'll remind her that it's Zoomed. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Excellent.
she knows how to do it. So I'll make
Okay.
sure she does.
All right. Have a great week. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.